What's up, guys? I'm Steve from the Ninja Lifestyle YouTube channel. We're doing a Q&A, and we're gonna start now. These questions are from Instagram. We're gonna do it throughout the day, so prepare for different backgrounds. First, how many pairs of shoes have you gone through? Through spelled wrong, by Gabe.idk, because he doesn't know how to spell. I get shoes all the time, but I probably skate one pair of shoes about every month. Brooklyn, Navarro, how did you come to get the name Cake Muscle for a board company? It was just a funny joke. My YouTube's all a big joke. Everything's kind of, I try to put it in a position where I can laugh at it and not take it too serious, and what could be more or less serious than Cake Muscle as a skateboard company. We're here at my local taco spot down the street from my house, back with Instagram questions. Tommy Abelman, how did I do in terms of school? And I did really good, but I also tried really hard at school. I went to college, I graduated college. A lot of people don't know that, but I really do feel like school is important, not only because of the, you know, generic, well, you need something to fall back on. Not just that, being intelligent, especially just basic shit, is gonna really, really benefit you in life in a lot of ways that you might not appreciate as a kid. Fian4CKE says, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you like cheese? I'm a big cheese fan, I feel like everyone is, but I'm a much bigger avocado fan. Am I right? Avocado people.
Avocados.
Back me up. Give me an amen, avocado fan.
Amen, avocados.
Where do I get my inspiration from for my hilarious videos? This one's from I Don't Like Gravity. I don't know. I get inspired by, I guess, my friends, but it's also sort of like a chore for me sometimes where it's like, oh shit, I have to make a video and I have to try to get this done. So it's not always just like, oh, I'm so inspired. A lot of it's like, oh shit, this has to get done.
Feel ya. Perfect.
This one's from RYU Tarded. Are you tarded? I feel like it's supposed to be like some sort of joke where it's like, are you retarded? I don't know. RYU Tarded. I don't know what it is. It says, why do you hate no complies? I don't hate no complies. I just hate skateboarding becoming this thing where instead of standing out, people struggle to fit in. And no comply, I said it before, if you have weird pants and you're doing no complies and your hair's suddenly blonde and it was never like that before skateboarding, congratulations, you're a follower. JSelf95 says, what is the worst injury I've gotten while skateboarding? I hurt my knee in Salt Lake City and I couldn't walk. And I was really, really worried that I wouldn't, I guess, ever skate again. Everyone gets really pessimistic when they get a really bad injury, but I was sure. I couldn't walk, I couldn't crawl. And it was really bad. And now my knees are still hurt. And I didn't have health insurance, so I didn't go to the doctor. Everything worked out. So keep my fingers crossed on injuries.
Good. Props, man. Gotta come back from that. Wow, dude. Believe it or not, that was first try.
First try.
That's why Ninja's the man. That was insane. That would take me all day, probably even longer. That'd probably take me a couple days.
New questions. White._.kid says, how did you come up with Ninja Lifestyle? I used to have a channel called Vegas Skating, and I didn't like being limited with only skateboarding footage because I do a lot of different things. So when I started my new channel, I wanted it to be something that was so open and so free that I could do anything. So Ninja Lifestyle. Ninja was like part of the weird nickname. And lifestyle, it could be anything, any part of my lifestyle, whether it be scooter videos, sports, parties, or skating. It's all part of my lifestyle. This guy's name is, David. What was the trick you had the most trouble with? As a kid, I had a lot of trouble with hard flips, especially going from like kick flip, backside flip, varial flip. I never learned front shoves till a lot later in my skate career also. So learning hard flips was really difficult. And then I tried and tried and tried and tried and tried. And after a few years, it actually became one of the tricks I was super good at. But like all things, circle of life, we're back to the beginning and I suck at hard flips.
I suck at hard flips. I'm never.
They're so dumb.
They're impossible flips.
There's like 4 different types of hard flips, and that's why it's so stupid.
Yeah.
You can go through your legs, you can go around your legs, you can catch at 90, you can clip.
You can touch your hand.
Switch Nolly asks, is SwitchMongo still acceptable? Question mark. And I think it is. I know a lot of people have different opinions on SwitchMongo, but you can take those concerns to Costin. You can take them to Stevie Williams, Anthony Van Engelen. There's a lot of people who push Mongo Switch, and I think it's cool. The reason I don't like regular Mongo is because for me, it seems super inefficient. Like there's 2 foot movements, like push, 1 foot movement. Mongo, forward, push, back, adjust. And it's just like, I don't have all day to be like just shimmying my feet around. My knees are already bad, my ankles are bad. Nigel's got a broken ankle, and Mongo's not helping him.
Not helping.
But Switch, you know, I don't know, maybe it seems hypocritical, but I can push SwitchMongo, and it's just like back where I need to be. I don't know, maybe it's hypocritical, but that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. These questions are from YouTube. Chance Donaldson. Why don't you quit YouTube, you egotistical maniac? Why don't you quit your job? Because you guys are making me too much money. Mick Assassin asks, what got me to start the sorry thing? And if you guys don't watch my channel, whenever someone falls, I go, sorry. And it all happened from Wii Bowling. I was beating someone at Wii Bowling, a Vietnam vet, 70-year-old dude. I'm playing Wii Bowling. I'm getting all cocky. I'm saying, oh, what's wrong, dude? You can't hit any strikes? And then suddenly, he turned it up. I don't know, he switched his technique, and this guy made like 5 strikes in a row on Wii Bowling, and it was just this 70-year-old guy every time he made it. Sorry! And we stole it and applied it to skateboarding. So for me, it's a really fun, like, a fun story, but it also translates to when I watch people fall. Ryder Games asks, what's one spot you really want to skate outside of America? And my answer is going to be pretty generic. I grew up watching all the videos from Barcelona, and I know there's better spots out there now, but having spent so much of my childhood looking at these spots, I really want to skate them one day. Maybe not this year, but one day really soon. Clifton Paul. Wait, Clifton Pal, not Paul. Do you like the skate scene these days? Question mark. And everyone that knows me knows that I don't follow skating very closely. I do follow a lot of stuff on YouTube, but not necessarily because it has to do with skateboarding. I follow it because it's my friends. You know, the skate scene doesn't really interest me. As a kid, I was really into skate videos, but even then, I didn't understand how things worked. And I feel like it makes skating a lot easier for me, kind of separating myself from things like that. So it's not really my cup of tea. CDC 71792 says, Steve, how many times have you been kicked out of a bar? And I don't think I've ever been kicked out of a bar, but I've left the bar from embarrassment. And Ryan was definitely there. This story, right off the top of my head, I was doing this weird dance, like, you guys know the one, and I was quite intoxicated, and I'm dancing, and then I fall backwards, and I try to grab onto something to hold me up, and I just knock down every bar stool. So it's just every bar stool's on the ground, and then I'm just like this, and then everyone's staring at me. I can feel people looking at me, and I suddenly get like super anxious and embarrassed, so I just like froze up. I just sat there and just like stared at the ceiling. And then Ryan came and picked me up, and we walked out. Josh Briggs Media says, what's your favorite trick? They're all the same. I feel like all tricks are equal to me. I don't like to show favoritism, but a trick that I do the most is nollie heel and switch heel. And the reason I like that trick is because I feel like for kickflip, I have to stretch out my knees. And for nollie heel, I feel like I'm always just kind of ready because, I don't know, it does't stress out any joints. It's just kind of like my whole leg just flops out and it works. It does it. So that's my favorite trick, I guess. Emblos Zwalbum says, why don't you like being called Ninja? It sounds cooler than Steve. And I kind of agree. I don't like being called Black Ninja because then it becomes like these weird like racist jokes or you're not black or a ninja. Hee! I've heard that at least 500,000 times in my life. I'm not against the name Steve, and I don't mind being called Ninja. What I try to get away from, especially as far as branding and YouTube goes, is Black Ninja, because number one, it's a really vague sort of thing, especially in terms of like the search bar, if you're searching online for Black Ninja, it could be anything. In fact, if you type in Black Ninja, it's a black guy with like nunchucks doing a backflip and like knocking himself out. So I do want to get away from the name Black Ninja. And I've done so much under that name that it's gonna be impossible. I'm not like ashamed of it or anything. It's just from a marketing standpoint, I think Ninja Lifestyle or Steve is fine too, especially for my friends. It's all good. So that's my answer. Damian Ortega asks, when are we seeing that fresh cut? Love you, Ninja. Damian, love you too. Appreciate all you guys that watch the videos. My hair is kind of crazy right now. I'm doing this experimental thing where I'm growing it out. I do want to try to style it, but I always have the option to just chop the whole thing off. I have no problem being like almost bald. It's fine by me, but I do want to like give it a shot. And I came this far, so I can't cut it off just yet. So very soon, very soon. Kevin Golf says, what was my first video part and am I proud of my Neat video part? Neat was a video I was in, I think in 2008, 2009. When I watched that video, I'm not really proud of it because I'm really self-critical. Also, there's been a lot of times I've been skating full-time and filming and doing all that, but in reality, I wasn't spending that much time on a skateboard. So it's one of those things where you always know you can do better than what you end up doing. And for me, my shit ends up getting thousands of views, so it's like, man, dude, everyone looks at me for this? Like, this is why everyone likes me? And it's like, oh, I could have done so much better. So, I don't know, I really don't like watching myself, which is kind of like you wouldn't think that about YouTubers, but I can't stand watching myself unless I'm making a good joke. Like, I can give myself props on a good joke, but as far as skateboarding, I'm so critical that no, I don't think that was my best part, and most video parts I've done, I don't like to watch. So, I don't know. Let me know how you guys feel about that. I mean, you guys film for parts too. Do you guys like to watch yourself skate? Because it's also this thing where once it gets old, you're like, oh shit, when you're in the moment, like, wow, that trick was so hard to do. But then a couple years later, that's your go-to trick. So, I don't know, it's kind of like mixed emotions on old video parts. But I'm glad I did them, and they got me to where I'm at now, so it was good that we got through it. Yeah.
You almost got me.
The MKV says, if you ever felt like you were stuck in life, what kept you going and staying positive? I've never felt stuck in life. I try to make it a point to always be doing something productive. I try to always do something to move forward. And there's always gonna be like speed bumps and roadblocks. But as my jiu-jitsu coach once said, whether it's a wall or something blocking your path, you can either go around it, go under it, go over it, or go through it. I think a lot of people, especially right now, this new generation, they tend to spend a lot more time complaining and whining rather than finding a solution. So if there was ever a point in life where I felt stuck or hopeless or bummed out, you know, or anything that just was a setback, you take your time, you know, you spend a couple days being sad or whatever, and then you start figuring out a plan to get around whatever's stopping you. So I feel like that is good advice. I don't give that much good advice, but that's for sure good advice. Every second spent complaining is a second spent not moving forward. Word. That was good. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I tried to make it entertaining and choose good questions. So shout out to everybody who had good questions. If I didn't get to your question, my bad. Maybe we'll do a round 2 in the future. If you guys want to watch more of me, youtube.com/Ninja Lifestyle. We do skateboarding, drinking videos, party videos, cooking videos, and a lot of other stuff. So shout out to Nigel. Thanks for having me on the channel. And hope you guys come check me out. See you next time. Kuna Matata.
That's what a baby ninja looks like. Straight killing it, bro.